Hello everyone, and welcome to Module 4. For Module 4, we were doing integrated and targeted instruction. I chose to do the student learning outcome option number 2, which was the video observation of a lesson plan, and then also analyzing it in accordance to a case study about a English language learner student. My English language learner was a first grader named Maria, who was the lowest English proficiency level in her class. So that was the first resource that I used in creating this artifact, was the analysis and observation about Maria, who she is, what her background is, and her proficiencies in different core pieces such as writing, speech, listening, and reading. The next resource that I used in creating my artifact was the lesson plan checklist for Sheltered Instruction Observation Protocol, and this helped me guide my observations from the instructional video, which leads me to my next resource that I used, which was the instructional video, and this was the lower elementary level video for interactive reading of a story, and this went through teacher Ali Nava. She was reading a story out loud and interacting with her students, asking questions and guiding discussions about the story that she was reading to her students and helping them with their comprehension and their speech skills and identifying key details and predictions about the story. The last resource that I used that was super helpful with my artifact was the glossary of strategies and activities, and this helped guide the end of my observation analysis template, which was where I decided what different strategies that were based on research that I would suggest be used in the classroom for the student from my case study in improving her English language learning literacy levels. I really chose to focus on her strengths and how to build on her strengths while exercising some of the areas that she really needed help with. So I chose to do concept sketches, which allowed her to emphasize her understanding of the content that she was listening to, and then also idea waves, which kind of helped her practice predictions and speech in a classroom setting while engaging in ideas as a group. As for how this artifact helped me with the student learning outcome of integrated and targeted instruction, I would say that I was able to now understand how to write out the standards for learning. So prior to this assignment, I did not know how to properly code ELP standards, and now I know that it's English language, the grade, the standard number, proficiency level, and then also the description. It actually took me a second when I was trying to understand how to write it, because it was using the term verbiage instead of just description, and then I kind of put the pieces together. It was a little bit of a silly hiccup there. Also, this helped me in my future application of decision and practices, because I was able to exercise the part of my brain that determines how I alter and shape and modify my lesson plans for students who might be really struggling with concepts or really struggling with their English proficiency, which is something that I've run into a lot in a classroom setting. I have a lot of students who are, especially in those lower grade levels, even if they have siblings who are older than them and know how to speak English, they have a hard time understanding the words that I'm using or how to respond to different situations and scenarios. So if they're being disciplined in some sort of way for disruptive behavior, they tend to shut down instead of helping to move through that situation. So this kind of helped me to know, like, if I'm using bigger words or newer words that they might not have understood, I can repeat it back to them using the definition, focusing on using smaller words, focusing on getting them to engage with the lessons that I'm trying to teach by focusing on their skills and their strengths as a student and as an English learner. Thank you so much.